Right guys, so 7 weeks out currently from PCA Yorkshire. It's the first time that we've both done a prep together and are going to be doing the same shows as well, so that's really exciting. We thought that we'd do a little Q&A on the way to the gym. We're actually off to Grimsby today to Muscle Flex, go and see big Lauren Schmopkins. But yeah, let's kick off with the Q&A. The first question that we got was, how did we both meet? So we both got slightly different interpretations of what happened, but Josh slid into my DMs.
I don't really think you can call it sliding. I was just appreciating good bodybuilding at the time. Planting a
Which
seed.
is actually like, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
That is probably true. So I'd come third at the British Finals in 2023. Josh basically just messaged me saying well done. And then literally
she was
like...
the most conditioned on the tone figure stage, so I thought, fuck it, yeah, I appreciate that shit. I appreciate that.
And then I feel like after that point we probably met up like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So I was like fresh out of prep.
At the Mecca, Ultraflex Rotherham.
Yeah, we had his first date at Ultraflex Rotherham. Write that one down. Yeah, Ultraflex Rotherham. Do you remember what we trained? I feel like we trained back. Yeah.
Yeah, we trained back.
We trained back together.
Because I remember my intra-workout, spilled all over my straps and piss went through it and stunk.
And I remember you telling me off on the T-bar row because I was just taking the piss too much.
Yeah,
I was laughing way too much. And then we even had a little posing session together afterwards. I was obviously buzzing seeing Weir's kit off. The rest is history really. Went to Blue Secura the week after.
What the Blue Secura?
Went for a sushi and then, yeah, now we have a house together. So, someone else has asked, do you try to enter comps at the same time to help bulking and cutting?
No.
No. So this is actually the first time that we've ever prepped together. Obviously Josh did his prep last year. I was fat. I was a fat supportive girlfriend last year. That had its pros and cons. I feel like I could be more mentally available for Josh, especially when he was burnt out last year. But then again, we didn't really live together at that point. We were just seeing each other on weekends and different life, wasn't it?
It's a lot easier. We've both discussed this a fair few times. It's a lot easier living together, experiencing it all together, because we kind of understand what each other's feeling.
Yeah.
Although we've both prepped on our own before, it makes it a lot more. You can just support each other a little bit better.
100%. I feel like some people have actually been, I don't know, they've been asking like, oh, how are you both coping, like together being on prep, expecting that we're going to argue, but it's actually been pretty opposite.
I think we have our moments, but then at the same time, like, we never really like argue like that.
No. So yeah, I'd definitely do it again though.
Yeah.
Who's the better bodybuilder? I'm going to speak first. Josh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Like, don't get me wrong, I will tick every box. I'll do exactly what I need to do. But Josh is way more passionate. No, you're way more passionate about it than I am.
I don't think that makes me a better bodybuilder than you, just because I've competed at more shows. I've undeniably got more trophies.
Fucking hell. Alright.
But at the same time, like, that to me isn't like what bodybuilding is not about a trophy at the end of the day. Like, to be a good bodybuilder is to do exactly what you've said realistically, is to tick the boxes, to do everything as you possibly can in the best way.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what bodybuilding is. So I don't feel like I'm a better bodybuilder than Maddie. I feel like it's just a case of having a little bit more like stage experience more than anything, if you want me to be honest.
More stage experience.
Yeah. I wouldn't say, like just to summarise it, I wouldn't say I'm a better bodybuilder, but
you've got more.
More.
Josh definitely has a deeper love for bodybuilding than I do, and I think Josh is a lot better at shutting off from it as well. Like, I question myself every day, whereas Josh doesn't. You don't seem to think that deeply into it, to be honest. Sorry.
I just love the process. I don't really think about like I said, bodybuilding for me isn't about a trophy. It's about the fact that it's just a constant day by day thing, and I just like enjoying. I enjoy doing that. I think it's probably a little bit of autism that reeks through.
Slightly, and I think that's partially why we're together as well.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, it's something that gives me a little bit of purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, for me with bodybuilding, like, stages, honestly, like, I enjoy the process and I enjoy growing and bettering my physique, which is essentially what bodybuilding is. But when it comes to like the actual competition side, obviously everyone wants to win, but it doesn't actually, that's not why I do it at all.
I think the only difference between us in that regard is I actually thoroughly enjoy competing. Like, I'm stupidly competitive.
Yeah.
So I think...
Whereas I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one calorie macro difference currently.
Yeesh.
I mean, this weekend, I don't even want to talk about that because Josh is actually having a high day today and tomorrow and potentially a Five Guys tomorrow as well. Whereas your gal's on like 1,600 calories.
Yeah. So my food setup at the minute, from the top of my head, I think it's like 3k calories versus 3k calories on a training day and 2.8 on a non-training day.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, last year I was literally almost on the same food as Maddie.
It was like bikini girl diet last year.
So it's one of them scenarios where like it just depends on the situation. Like, this is my third prep at the end of the day, so
yeah,
obviously it's going to get a little bit better. I've given myself more time this time as well.
Yeah, he's way ahead this time.
You're on what, 18 and a bit? 19? It's almost 19,000.
Training days like 18 and a half, and then on a rest day 1,700,
Yeah,
something like that, which isn't awful. I have done a lot worse than that in the past, but again, like Josh has just said, obviously, like, the more you grow, the higher calories you can get away with, essentially, especially if you give yourself time like we have done.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been dieting most of this year, to be honest. It feels that way. Because I actually did a pre-prep diet.
I was going to start pulling back anyway, but we went to Morocco earlier this year and Maddie wanted to tidy up for Morocco.
Yeah, I did. Well, to be fair, looking back, I weren't even...
It probably wasn't a bad decision at the end of the day.
No. I'll just leave it at that. So someone's put, did you meet as bodybuilders already, or did one person get the other into it? Obviously, we've just been through how we both met. If we both didn't bodybuild, we wouldn't be together, because bodybuilding is how life brought us together.
I saw her on my Explore page doing a front double bicep with Scout.
Oh.
There you go. That's the first picture I saw, yeah.
And Scout's my family dog, by the way.
I'd done my 2022 prep the year before that. Maddie competed in 2023, and I think we started speaking in 2023, so...
It was late October 2023. What else? Who's in charge of the kitchen when it's food prep time? It honestly depends on the day. So when it comes to responsibilities, I feel like if Josh does the cooking, he absolutely expects me to pot that shit up afterwards. So he does half a job, basically. Unless I'm really tired and he feels sorry for me, then he might pot it up. However, I'd say probably 80% of the time I would do everything.
Not 80, probably like... I'll give you a good 65.
65, my arse. 65, my arse. What cooking have you done this week? You haven't.
I prepped the chicken.
Bro put chicken in a bag.
I cut it all up. It makes it easy for you. All you have to do is
You've done that once. You've done that once this week. That's not 65%.
All you have to do is put the chicken on the tray. Seasoned it and everything.
Which means if it's that easy, he could be doing it.
I did half the job. Shared responsibility.
A third of a job.
Shared responsibility.
There's prepping it, cooking it and potting it up, and he's done one part of that. Swiftly moving on. Some silly buggers put, who has bigger legs out of you two? I'd be very concerned if I had bigger legs than Josh. Would be a bit of an ick, to be honest, if that was the case. Yeah. Joshua, where are you at with Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Where am I at with Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Do you know what? I don't have a thing for collecting them, if you want me to be honest. I just like opening the packs. Like, it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like it's literally just because when I was a kid, obviously disposable income's not a thing. Like, I didn't really get an allowance. My mum used to take me to this place near Tesco's, big Tesco's in Huddersfield, where you could go and play card games and stuff like that. Obviously I had like a couple starter decks, but I never had like, I got a few packs here and there. But yeah, now that I've actually got adult money, I just like opening the packs.
I just find it so cute, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, do you know, because he's, I don't know, uni 20s, you're a big boy, and then you sit there with your little pack of cards, and I'm like, oh, bless.
It's something other than bodybuilding that makes me happy. I think there's so many people that just like
bodybuilding.
100% of their life is bodybuilding. Like, obviously for me, people look from the outside in, like, my job is related to bodybuilding, my missus is a bodybuilder, like, those are two extreme.
But there is way more to me than bodybuilding.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
But like, from the outside in, I think people would view my life as just bodybuilding, but I feel like at the end of the day you need something to take your brain off it every now and again.
He's like a little anime nerd, it's cute. But we have discussed quite a lot recently that, and I've heard it from like professional bodybuilders as well, if you've got something else to focus on other than bodybuilding, it makes prep so much easier. Like, if all you do is, what's the word, like,
just to put it this way, my headspace is so much better this prep. Like, last year I found myself, I was listening to podcasts, doing my like bodybuilding podcasts, doing my cardio. I'd sit down and I'd watch people train whilst I was eating. So literally, like,
there was no switch off time at all.
Coaching clients as well. It's just one of them scenarios where I was just constantly thinking about bodybuilding or weight training or food or something like that.
Yeah.
And obviously being on lower calories, my head was just spinning all the time. Whereas, like, just having that little bit of switch off, it does you a world of good. Like, people don't realise it.
And like,
it does, yeah.
So if me and Josh are going to watch telly at the end of the day, Fail Army Friday, that was a family tradition in my house, right? And it's literally just put shit YouTube on for an hour or so on a Friday night, and it does help you just shut off from bodybuilding. You're not thinking about prep, you're not thinking about being hungry or competing, anything like that. Josh will watch Yu-Gi-Oh every morning, as is like, that's become part of his routine, but it's not specifically bodybuilding. And I was listening to, who was it the other day? Denise, God, what's her second name? Denise Vinger, and she was saying this prep's been so much easier since she took her mind off the Olympia itself and just did things that she enjoyed on the side. So yeah, highly recommend for everybody to do that. Another question that Josh has received: best pre-workout for a Savage Pump.
I'd be inclined to say Pack a Pump, but we don't do it anymore. So I've been using Apex Formula's pump formula recently. If you want to be honest, like, I don't use a stim pre-workout all the time, but I literally rotate between Zombie Juice and Defib. So there you go.
Joshua, if you turned IFBB Pro tomorrow, what show would you want to do for the debut? Right. I feel like he thinks about this all the time. He's definitely got like at least, what's your top 3?
I thought about this when I saw the question. Before that, I didn't even think about it. I don't really think about what happens after turning pro.
He does see a lot of shows and he's like, I'd love to do that show one day.
Right. So from like a bodybuilding perspective, I think it undoubtedly it'd be cool to do a show where everyone can get to. So it's like in Bradford. Do you know what I mean? Like something like that. That'd be cool because everyone could come, pro debut, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really like... I'm going to burn myself here. I don't really like how the UK NPC, IFBB scene is ran. I just don't. I think other countries do it so much better. Don't get me wrong, it is improving. It has improved year on year, and I think the live centres, it's a better venue than where they were doing pro shows and pro qualifiers before. So it's nice to see it taking a step in the right direction. But then you go to Alicante and you go to the M-Pro.
We love Alicante.
And it's just a whole new vibe, a whole new sort of experience for bodybuilding. It's so good.
Special shout out to Portugal as well.
Yeah. I'd probably say the M-Pro. I think it'd be sick to do one of the Asian shows like Korea or China, because them boys seem to just love bodybuilding. They put on like an absolutely mega show. But then at the end of the day as well, like stuff like Texas, I feel like that's every IFBB pro bodybuilder's goal, is to do a show like that.
Cool. So, ultimate goal in competing for both of you. For myself, I've only ever done one season when I was 19. And the highest placing I got was second at a regional. So, I'd like to win something this season. That'd be really nice. My ultimate goal, I'm not too sure. Competing wise, but I just know that I want to grow and continually develop my physique. Don't know where that's going to take me, to be honest, but personally, not to be a Debbie Downer, I'm not going to go pro. I'm very aware of that, whereas Joshua 100% will. And I fully no, but it's true, and yeah, it's true.
It's far worse physiques that have gone pro, I must say.
Thanks.
Ultimate goal is a pretty rough question, because at the end of the day, I'm still a junior, I've still not competed at a pro qualifier. I think because I've been doing bodybuilding for a decent length of time now, I don't know. Immediately everyone would say, to go to the Olympia or all that sort of shit. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go to the Olympia.
I say you've definitely said that.
Yeah, I'd fucking love to go to the Olympia, but at the end of the day, I've still got bigger boxes to tick now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, my goal this year is to be a junior British champion. After that, I want to make a fucking decent stand on a pro qualifier stage, with a long off season, obviously. And I never really think about an ultimate goal. I've never really thought past being an IFBB pro, if you want me to be honest. I've never really thought past that.
There's no point.
Because at the end of the day, once you turn pro, you're just back at the bottom of the pile again, and you've still got to work through. You're basically being an amateur again.
Plus, the standards just getting better and better, and it's Josh, next 4 years you're going to be a pro, but looking at the next 8 to 10 years time, you don't know what that standard's going to be like, so it's really hard to say how you're going to perform or what they're looking for as a judge. Do you know what I mean? You look at...
It's hard with the pro leagues, because you can turn up to an amateur show, and if you've got fairly decent genetics, a smaller waist, broader shoulders, you hold a good bit more muscle than other people, you've trained a little bit longer, that sort of stuff, it adds up quickly. But then, for example, when you jump into the pro leagues, everybody is like that. Almost everybody is a genetic freak.
You've got to stand out, haven't you?
It's another level. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like I say, I've not really looked much further than going pro. Yeah. I want to tick. There's some boxes I want to tick in classic, and then inevitably open season.
And then last question is, when is the next show?
7 weeks tomorrow.
Let's go. 4th of October, PCA Yorkshire. Connexing live Connexing. What's it called?
I think it's Connexing Live.
Connexing Live. So what are you laughing for? I were dead on. Exciting shit. Now we're off to go train legs. Thanks for watching, guys.